Take Jean back to the car. I must get this.
This is Colonel Strigger.
How do you know, sir?
A shattering business, Colonel. The Prime Minister's already at Checkers. We'll be there in 30 minutes. We've been in constant communication with Paris, Moscow, and Bonn during our visits. I think the British government's approval will be a formality.
The evidence is absolutely conclusive.
If I might just...
Sure, Colonel.
It may speed things up. Go on.
The clincher is at the back.
It's an enlarged single frame from the cine film, sir.
It couldn't possibly be a fake.
The film was found undeveloped still in the camera. It's genuine. Take my word for it.
Keep pace with the escort.
I'll take the file, sir. Miss Eland.
The report.
Thank you. Messages?
Information. Q21 answer negative. Q46 satellite link effective. Q9700. The computer readouts available from today.
Have them put straight through to me, will you?
Yes, sir. Mr. Freeman to see you, sir. All right, Mr. Freeman.
But the girl in reception calls me Alec.
So?
Well, doesn't that inflame you with jealousy?
Obviously it doesn't.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. And Juliet is the sun.
Voice print, positive identification 9-7, Freeman, Alec E.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're new here, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You must have passed all the tests.
All of them.
I bet.
Liftoff complete. Onboard readout is go. Roger. You are clear for EO. Out. Lunar module to control. Separation A-OK. This is Lunar module to Moon Base Control. Have visual contact.
Roger, Lunar module. Have you on track for auto landing? The Lunar module with Colonel Freeman on board is docking now.
Hello, Gay. Shall we start? Hello, Nina.
Hello, Colonel.
How's everything going?
Fine.
Good. How are things with you, Joan?
Fine, sir.
Is that your report, Lieutenant?
Yes, I think you'll find everything's in order.
Sure I shall. Shall we continue?
The, spares situation might need reviewing. I'd like to see the level kept about 20% higher.
Funny you should say that. Straker asked me to get your ideas on the subject. He had the same idea. Hi, Colonel. Hi, Lou. What sort of times are you making on the interceptor launches, Lieutenant?
About 125 seconds flat.
That's pretty good. Well, that about wraps it up for this month. I'll report a clean bill of health.
Fine.
I have a possible sighting. relay details of speed and trajectory.
I have a trace bearing 062415 green. Confirmed sighting, yellow alert. I repeat, yellow alert.
Good luck, Mark.
Okay, let's go.
UFO has entered area blue 634. Interceptors are in position, awaiting confirmation. We'll give computation of attack coordinates and missile timings as soon as possible.
Next sweep should tell us.
Red alert, red alert. Confirm unidentified flying object.
This is Moonbase Control. Red alert.
Red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors.
Immediate launch.
Our checks A-OK.
Interceptor 2, our checks A-OK.
Interceptor 1, our checks A-OK.
Switch to radio link 4. Onboard computer wave band
068.
Confirm speed 0.8.
bearing 342047. That's it, don't lose it. Base to interceptors. Have the UFO on positive track. Speed Sol 0.8. Speed Sol 0.8.
Bearing 342047.
UFO maintaining course. Predict interceptors in range 51 seconds.
Control to leader.
Set onboard computer for the auto count.
Roger.
Missile launch, 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Our visual contact with explosion.
Detonation positive.
Did they get it?
I still have a contact, Lieutenant.
Double check.
Positive.
Predict UFO on collision course with interceptors. Impact 32 seconds.
Control to interceptor 2. Alter course to 024201.
Impact 14 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
1 to base, request new course.
Control to interceptor 3. Alter course
024186.
9 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
Control to Interceptor 1.
Alter course to 024.
218. It's too late, Lieutenant. Coming one.
Impact confirmed. Interceptor 1 destroyed. Have trace on positive track. Course 428146 green. Speed 0 Sol 8. Range 32 million miles closing. Red alert. Red alert.
Control to interceptors. Have UFOs on positive track. Green 140.
Moon base to Shadow Control. Confirm UFO sightings. Going for intercept.
Maintaining speed and course. Apogee 027.324. Range 20 million miles.
Positive track green 140273. Yes, we have that. Roger. We confirm orbital reference. Speed correction. Sol 0.7.
I have green on 1, 2, and 3.
Roger.
Speed Sol 0.78. Range 17 million miles.
Anything?
No, nothing yet, sir.
Missile 3 destruct negative. UFO beyond interceptor range heading for Earth.
Pretty effective blanket detonation by the interceptors.
But not good enough.
Well, the one that got through is almost certainly damaged. The Sky One should get it.
Where's that trajectory termination?
I'm just coming through, sir. North Atlantic, grid reference G6. Commander Straker, there's an aircraft entering the target area.
Confirm tracking 013. Area red 412. Have positive trace. Waiting for confirmation.
Well, if it's not a military jet, what the blazes is it?
It's not a commercial airliner. It's far too high and way off the air lanes.
XV-104 to control.
This is control.
Leveled out at 250,000. Airspeed 2200. Pressure normal. Cabin temperature 72. We'll start the test schedule when we get to area G6.
G6. Roger, XV-104.
Is that VAC? Have you an aircraft overflying the Atlantic?
Shall I call it off?
Now, hold on. Sir, it's an experimental jet on a test flight.
Commercial?
Ventura Aircraft Corporation. They're on the line.
I understand you have a jet over the North Atlantic. Grid reference,
G6.
G6. All right. Tell your pilot to alter course. Well, anywhere. Just get him out of that area. Look, I don't care how much money it costs. Get him out of there or you won't have an aircraft to test.
We're 150 miles from the test area. ETA, 4 minutes.
Right.
It's Skydiver, sir. Captain Carlin.
What's the position you're in, Captain?
Compute, we can go for immediate intercept after Sky 1 lifts off.
Right.
In position, sir.
Right.
Stand by.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Launch stations.
Launch stations.
Clear 1.
1 clear.
Clear 2.
2 clear.
Ready for takeoff, sir. Okay, lift-off stations. Lift-off stations.
Checking boosters.
Circuits.
Cut boosters.
H-pulse circuits,
Cutting
okay.
boosters.
Relays, okay. Good, let's give back. Interlocks engaged.
Stabilize gyros.
Trigger circuits, okay.
Right.
Stand by for liftoff.
Sky 1 airborne, sir. Going for intercept.
Course steady at 014. Airspeed 2185 knots.
Jim,
We're just about coming up to... What is it?
we'll soon find out. We're closing. Fast.
It's unbelievable.
Stand by with the reconnaissance camera. Try to get some close shots.
Have UFO on radar track. Closing in for attack.
Control to XV-104.
What is it, Control?
Alter course to 024.
Listen, Bill, forget the test schedule. We're onto something up here. I'll explain later.
Listen, Bolt, this is a direct instruction. Alter course.
Sorry, Control, out.
Get on to someone in authority. Dig the chairman out of bed if necessary.
What do I tell him?
I'll tell him the aircraft's violating a war game area. Anything. Just get it out of there.
Yes, sir.
Range 125 miles, closing.
You'll have to call it off.
Sky 1 attacks. That aircraft takes its chances.
Program set. Missile launch, 25 seconds.
Paul, there's another aircraft.
Just keep taking those shots.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Positive. UFO destroyed.
And the jet?
It was close. It must have been hit.
eyes. My eyes. What's happened to my eyes? My eyes. What's happened to my eyes?
It's all right. It's all right. Come along. It's all right.
Right, thank you, nurse. Temporary blindness, Mr. Foster. In a few days, you'll be able to see as well as ever. My name's Fraser. Dr. Fraser.
Where am I?
Grenville Hospital. You ejected just in time. Hungry?
I guess so.
Good. I had some food sent in.
What time is it?
Nearly 2 a.m.
How long have I been here?
6 days. I'll see about that food.
What happened to Jim?
He didn't make it. I'm sorry.
Termination coming through.
Ireland, West Coast.
It's still coming in too fast.
Range 7 million.
Confirm 1.4.
Moon base to shadow control. We still have UFO on positive track. Confirm speed, Sol 1.4.
It must slow soon.
75,000. Reducing speed.
Alert ground radar.
All radar stations, areas B, 142 and 144. Red alert.
Sky 1, airborne. Proceeding to search area. ETA 21 minutes.
$4,800 miles from impact. Speed? 24,000 knots. He'll never make it.
We have it on ground radar. Impact confirmed.
Do we have a grid reference?
Yes, sir. IGR area B14208. Just off the west coast of Ireland.
Tell Captain Carlin to overfly the area.
Yes, sir.
Crazy coming in at that speed.
Could it have been damaged?
I don't see how. The interceptors didn't get anywhere near it.
The aliens don't usually make that kind of mistake.
No. At least it shows they're fallible.
Straker. Voice print positive. Commander Straker.
Sky 1 to skydiver control. It crashed about 100 yards offshore.
Right, sir.
I'm going around once more before the light fades.
Did you hear that? What was it, Billy? I'm sure I heard a noise. Didn't you hear it, Billy? Is anyone there? I know someone's there. Oh, you must excuse me. You see, I'm blind. What are you doing? What are you looking for? There's nothing of value here. Please, please don't touch the bird.
I still can't figure out why it came in so fast.
To avoid the moon base interceptors.
It's possible. The moment it passed moon base, it had plenty of time to decelerate.
Is that the transporter?
Yes, sir. 23:30 hours, confirmed as ETA.
Have my car outside in 30 minutes. I'm going home.
That's it.
Oh, Alec.
Maybe that UFO tried to decelerate, but couldn't, because it had been hit.
The interceptors were way up. What else could have caused it?
The second UFO. The one that veered off.
Who are you?
I want you to hear something. It's important. Play it back.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go away? Why don't you leave my house?
It cut in about 3 minutes ago on our waveband.
Cut in.
Clear as a bell. Estimated signal strength, 1,500 megawatts.
Well, that's as powerful as a medium-sized commercial transmitter. Do we have any bearings?
Uh-huh. Ireland, the west coast.
What is that noise? What is it? I'm only trying to feel your face. Don't you understand? I'm blind. Why, you're trembling. Why don't you answer? Why don't you tell me who you are and what it is you want? Because then I might be able to help you.
UFO crashes off the west coast of Ireland. And an old lady broadcasts from the same area, with a transmitter powerful enough to break in on our waveband. It can't be coincidence.
Tell the mobiles not to move in till I give the word. Get me a large-scale map of the area.
Yes, sir.
And get me Captain Carlin.
Sir.
It's all right, Billy. Our visitor's a nice man. He doesn't want to hurt us. It's all right, Billy.
Mobile 1 in position.
Roger, 1. All mobiles in position, sir. All we can do now is wait for the next transmission.
An alien wants to cooperate, to help.
Why else would he transmit on our waveband?
Why won't you speak to me?
Get a bearing.
Why don't you tell me who you are? You know, it's better to tell someone.
What the devil's jamming that signal?
Second UFO resighted. Moonbase red alert.
Interceptors, immediate launch.
Missile firing -6.4.
Interception negative. UFO proceeding to Earth. Red alert, replacement Sky 1.
I'll try and help you.
Got it. Mobile 1 to control.
Signal vector 138.3.
Tell the mobiles to move in.
Yes, sir.
Mobile 1 to control.
8 miles from target.
Miles.
We'll never know. He might have told us everything.
Landline installation complete, sir.
Right. Shall I take base? How's reception?
Well, our own private line. I'm flattered.
Tell me, Jane, what do you do in your evenings off? Well, I know this marvelous little Italian restaurant not 200 miles from here. How about dinner?
Do they have fettuccine?
Beautiful fettuccine.
And a fat Italian mama who does all her own cooking.
You've been there.
I'll reserve a corner table.
And we'll sit and look at the stars.
And our only problem will be...
How the devil do we eat fettuccine through a 1/4-inch space visor?
Oh, listen, I've got a moonship coming soon, so I'll have to be going. Do we have it on positive track?
Yes, sir.
Control to lunar module. Switch to computer control for landing.
Roger.
Landing is go.
Thank you, Control. On computer.
Do we still have them?
I'm losing them. Radio malfunction.
Control to module. Switch to manual. Control to
This is lunar module. I have lost you. Maintaining computer control for landing.
Switch to manual. We have radio blackout.
This is lunar module. I repeat, lunar module. I have lost you. Maintaining control for computer landing.
Complete computer shutdown.
This is lunar module. This is lunar module. This is lunar module. Switching back to manual control.
must have switched to manual, but I think it's too late.
Look, Henderson, all I need is another 48 hours.
Another 48 hours?
Yes. I can have a summary of the completed report on your desk by then.
You know I can't hold up the commission any longer. Why don't you let me tell them that you decided to withdraw your proposal? I get you off the hook.
I intend to hold you to your word, to consider my report before making a decision on the clearance program.
All right, Straker, I think I'm reading you. You want an alibi for that pilot of yours who killed himself and his crewman. You want to blame it on the presence of uncleared junk.
I want your word, Henderson.
On one condition. Now, you consider your spacecraft was involved in a re-entry collision with an item of space junk?
It's a possibility.
A possibility, yes. So you suspend all lunar flights until we've fully investigated the incident.
You realize what you're doing?
Yes, Commander, I do. I'm proving to the Commission that your organization in its present form is an expensive and unworkable luxury.
Miss Eland. Hard at it?
I'm always hard at it. Sometimes you notice. How did it go, sir?
Go? You know the code word Washington Square, Miss Eland?
Well, not without looking it up. It's not one we use regularly.
It's one I thought we'd never use.
What does it mean, sir?
It means shutdown. Cancel lunar flights. Virtual isolation of moon base.
Shadow control to all unit commanders, Washington Square. I say again, Washington Square. Immediate compliance, Washington Square.
Colonel Foster, sorry to disturb you, sir. Code message from Shadow. Washington Square. I'll check it right away.
There's no need. It means shutdown.
What?
More specifically, it involves a complete ban on all orbital flights.
Colonel Freeman for you.
Put him on.
Why the ban on moon flights?
Henderson.
But why? What about the report?
Forget it. The Commission are going to believe that it's an attempt to blame space junk on the Maddox crash.
When in fact you think it was...
Maddox. Pilot error. Take a rest. Enjoy the scenery, Alec.
What's going on here? What the devil's going on? Who's in that module?
Colonel Foster.
Why didn't you tell me? Any of you?
Colonel Foster's orders. On no account were we to tell you until takeoff was imminent.
And irreversible. Paul, cut your motors. I said cut your motors. Paul, this won't help.
What won't?
Taking out a module. If you're doing it for the reasons I think you are.
I'm going to fly the same course Maddox flew.
Under precisely the same conditions.
Yes.
You're crazy. What will it prove?
For one thing, Maddox wasn't responsible for the loss of his ship.
Well, if you do make it, it won't mean much.
Depends on how I get through.
And if you don't?
Then I don't. Roger. 3. Roger.
What is it?
Two-9 calling moon base.
Everything under control?
So far. EOI in 2 hours, 38 minutes, 22 seconds.
Roger. Have you contacted Straker yet?
No. But I've a feeling he'll be contacting me soon. Sighting at galactic latitude 43.17. Longitude 14.53.
But that's moon base operations area.
Right, call Commander Straker.
Back right now.
EOI in 1 hour precisely. I've gone too far for that.
You're right, Foster. Much too far.
Module 2-9 to moon base.
Go ahead, 2-9.
Re-entry in 6 minutes, 9 seconds.
Roger.
Moon base.
Receiving 2-9.
EOI in 4 minutes, 3 seconds.
Re-entry angle 5.73 degrees. Confirmed. 2-9. Confirm re-entry angle. Stay on 2-9.
2-9's re-entry angle, sir. It's...
Paul, adjust re-entry angle. Cut back to 5.
too shallow.
If he doesn't adjust, he'll bounce off the Earth's atmosphere out into space.
Colonel Foster?
Foster here, I'm happy to say.
Congratulations. But don't let my delight at your survival blind you to the fact that we have a few matters to discuss.
Three minutes to 9.
Right.
Guards. I convene this court-martial by the authority invested in me under Article 183 of our charter. I must remind you that as of now, everyone in this room is under oath to speak the truth. Prosecuting officer may proceed.
The accused, Colonel Paul Foster, is indicted under Section 8 of SHADO security regulations. I intend to show that he and he alone is responsible for, and therefore guilty of, the worst crime that can be perpetrated against our organization, espionage.
The defense foregoes his right to speak at this time.
Very well. Prosecuting officer will proceed.
My first witness.
Straker, Commander-in-Chief, Shadow Operations.
Commander Straker, is Colonel Foster a friend of yours?
He's an officer, serving under my command.
But is he also a friend?
Not in the sense you mean.
This comrade, is he guilty of espionage, a traitor, a spy? In your opinion, of course.
You mean my opinion as a man, or as Colonel Foster's commanding officer?
Why not to give us the benefit of both answers, Commander?
Very well. As a man, my opinions are private, therefore no concern of this hearing. As Colonel Foster's superior officer, I'm interested in facts, not guesses.
No more questions.
Colonel Foster is a comparatively new member of Shadow.
Yes.
And you authorized his acceptance?
Yes, that's correct.
On what did you base your decision?
On the basis of the physical, psychiatric, and computer tests. On his past record as an Air Force pilot, civilian pilot, and on my judgment.
He had security clearance?
Naturally.
Is this a copy of the security report on Colonel Foster?
Yes, it is.
Commander, would you read out aloud, please, the last paragraph?
Colonel Foster is considered to be an excellent security risk, and we recommend Class A clearance.
Thank you, Commander.
Commander, you will see that I was one of the examining officers on that report.
Yes, your signature is here.
Well, it only goes to show that we can all make mistakes. Don't you agree? Thank you, Commander.
I think this may be an appropriate time to adjourn. We'll resume at 1400 hours.
I need some air.
Hello, Colonel. How are they treating you?
Great. I've drafted the appeal. It needs your signature.
Yes, valuable document. Rather fragile, but valuable.
You're a psychiatrist, Jackson. Would you say Commander Straker has an artistic temperament?
No, I don't think so.
Then why would he have a display like this behind his desk? I've often thought about it.
Maybe it soothes his nerves.
What would you say is the strongest instinct in man? Love? Hate? Self-preservation?
Guards! The target's Colonel Foster 804. Alert groups 2 and 3.
All right, Straker. You may have new evidence, but I've got something for you. Foster escaped 20 minutes ago. Groups 2 and 3 have been alerted.
What? But you can't do that.
Now listen. Foster knows the complete setup. He was found guilty of espionage. I'm not risking the whole organization for one man. My orders are to shoot on sight.
I'd like to see him, Miss Scott.
I'll see if he's in. I have someone to see you, sir.
Send Straker right in.
Please go in.
Thank you.
Straker. It must be my year. This is your second visit.
I'd like you to read this when you find time between making up wisecracks. It includes a statement which absolutely clears Paul Foster.
Statement?
From an industrial spy. A Miss Grant. She was after information at the studio. Our stuff was incidental.
Jackson.
You are wrong, Jackson. Paul Foster was guilty of one thing. He worked nights at home. He wrote those orders to Moonbase and Skydiver while a couple of cameras in the wall were taking pictures.
You can prove this.
Does it matter? I only hope it keeps you awake nights thinking about it.
Just a moment. You think I'm a pig-headed cretinous lout, don't you, Straker? Foster was shot with an anesthetic bullet. Jackson's idea. Well, don't fall over yourself with gratitude. Just a moment. You think I'm a pig-headed cretinous lout, don't you? Think I'm a pig-headed cretinous lout, don't you? Think I'm a pig-headed cretinous lout. Think I'm a pig-headed cretinous lout.
I like it. I like it.
Better tell one of those astronauts to get those aerial photos in here fast. That's the first thing he'll ask for.
The second thing, Space Tracker Harrington. The first thing is a cup of coffee. Perhaps you'll be good enough to organize that. Miss Barry.
Yes, sir?
I met your father about a month ago. I was happy to tell him I think you're settling in extremely well.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if you'd ask someone to bring the aerial photographs along to the leisure sphere, please.
Sir.
Oh, Harrington. That's with cream and sugar, please.
Yes, sir.
Infrared from 30,000 feet.
And you say it's in there.
Yes, sir. Here's a blow-up.
Ah, yes. There it is. Oh. How long would it take a moonmobile to get into that area?
It's just below the Terminator.
All right, let's set it up.
I suggest we use 2 mobiles, a couple of men in each.
Fine. Who do you suggest as crew?
I'd like a crack at that, sir.
Thank you.
Mark can handle it. He knows the area.
Fine. You can choose your own navigator.
Thank you, sir.
Now, that just leaves the other moonmobile.
I'll pick my own crewmen as well. I suggest we use a missiles operative.
As Moonbase commander, your place is in the control sphere.
Maybe, sir. But I was the one who saw Bill Grant's face as he tried to make it to that airlock.
Port of control. 3 miles from Terminator.
Roger.
They'll soon be in darkness. Tell them to stick together.
Control to mobiles. Maintain close visual contact.
Roger, control. Did you hear that, Mark?
Don't worry, sir. I'll be breathing down your neck all the way.
Just under 2 miles from target.
Listen, Foster, at the first sign of trouble, get the blazes out of there, and I'll send the interceptors in. Is that understood?
Understood. But we won't need them. Out. Lights. Mark, we should be able to see them from the top of the next ridge.
We'll leave the mobiles here and go in on foot.
Roger.
Right, let's go. It's there, all right.
Great. Any sign of life?
No. Control, have positive sighting of UFO.
Position?
In the center of a crater, just as it was in the aerial shots. It hasn't moved.
What does it look like?
Difficult to say. But from its attitude, it could have been damaged on landing.
What about the radiation check?
Negative. It's just sitting there.
Well, I suppose it's just possible it might be abandoned.
There's only one way to find out. We'll move in 2 minutes.
Right. Yellow alert.
All air supplies A-OK.
Time check. 11:04:45 now.
Check.
Now listen. There's a rock just over that ridge. Wait till the guy ahead of you reaches it before you come over the top.
Right. Who's first in line?
My privilege.
I'll follow you.
Then Brad and Don. Any questions?
We could run into an alien out in the open.
Remember, they're expendable. We want the UFO.
Hold it. Get out. Control, the UFO has opened fire on us.
Red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Program onboard computer for attack.
Yes, sir.
Send the interceptors in, but tell them to hold their fire till I give the word.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Straker says to pull out.
We're pinned down here. Look, I'll go get a moonmobile.
What if the UFO takes off?
It's a chance I've got to take. Give me 2 minutes.
ETA target, 4 minutes.
This is Control. How soon will you be clear?
Couple of minutes, sir.
What's the holdup?
We'll be clear any minute now, sir.
Pull back to the mobiles. Come in, Mark. Can you hear me?
Come in, Mark. Can you hear me? Come in, Mark. Mark!
Interceptors, 90 seconds from target.
Something must have gone wrong. Come on, let's go.
The interceptor leader has visual contact. The UFO is lifting off.
Order the attack.
Take cover!
Right. 1 hour. Now, once you're outside, maintain radio silence.
One favor. I couldn't tell Carol, my wife. If you could book an earth call, either way. You know what I mean.
I'll sort things out when you get back.
All set?
All set.
Good. Begin stage 1. Oh, Roper. Good luck.
Safety check 1.
Safety check 1. Prepare for exit procedure. Good luck, Paul. Depressurized.
Open outer doors.
Stand by for exit.
Is there any chance of the radar trackers operating? Not with all this sunspot activity.
The time is now 075.49. Sunrise is in 10 minutes. This is moon-based time check at 07.6 precisely.
Rope is on his own.
"23 seconds since sunup, Lieutenant.
UFO destroyed.
He's done it. Get a moonhopper out there fast.
Right, Lieutenant.
Losing a little air. Damage only slight.
Paul, is everything all right?
Yeah. Sure.
Listen, a moon hopper is on its way. It'll be with you in minutes.
Fine. Tell Straker. Tell him I hope this evens things up.
Paul.
Tell Carol.
Paul. Roper. Roper.
Result sequence. Trajectory 042326 cycling. Lunar G variable 7/5.4. Computer predicted power loss 70%. Orbit fading 0.4 GRT. Predict impact lunar grid reference B182.
Moon base to control. Positive.
Thank you, Lieutenant. So the UFO's headed for the moon?
Yes. It doesn't have enough power to escape the lunar G-force. It must have been damaged. Oh, you were asking about Foster's chances of survival. I'd say they've just improved. They must be down to 1,000,000 to 1.
UFO is still maintaining its trajectory.
Good. Just as long as it continues to head for the moon, do nothing. But if it manages to develop enough power to pull away from lunar gravity, launch your interceptors and destroy it.
The astronauts are in position. They can be spaceborne in seconds.
Fine. Well, keep me informed, Lieutenant.
Roger and out. Do we have a closer fix on where it's going to land?
Yes. Grid reference 182084.
That's about 40 kilometers. I'm going out there. Tell Moon Mobile 1 to stand by. Yes, Lieutenant. We'll be in the area in 8 minutes. Keep me informed of the UFO's progress.
Yes, Lieutenant.
We're in position.
Area confirmed. 2 minutes from impact.
$60 seconds.
50.
40.
30. 20.
There it is. It's gonna crash.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Will you ask Jackson to come in?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's the situation?
Well, I've just had a long conversation with Moonbase. The situation is a very difficult one. Colonel Foster's general physical condition is satisfactory, considering what he's just been through. But he's in an alien spacesuit. He's breathing liquid.
Well, we can make the transfer back to normal breathing. Oh, come on now. You've done it before.
Yes, with aliens, Alec.
And none have survived more than a few hours. It's an extremely hazardous operation. We've by no means perfected the technique. There's another difficulty. Here at SHADO headquarters, we have every facility. On Moonbase, the equipment is naturally more crude. Well, I'll be monitoring the operation by video link, if you'll excuse me.
You're going to have to help me with the helmet.
Listen, Alec. Paul Foster's in top physical shape. He's an expert skin diver, used to underwater pressure.
You think that background may help?
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm sure it must be an advantage.
You could be right. Strong lungs, good respiratory system.
Sure. He'll pull through. Come on.
We're all set here, sir.
Right. Now, listen carefully. As I see it, the main problem will be panic when the helmet is removed. Colonel Foster's been breathing liquid for some hours now. Drugs will have been used to help his lungs adapt. Now, when we attempt to reverse to normal, the physical experience will be similar to drowning. Unless this moment is carefully controlled, the patient could go into convulsion and possibly choke. Let the colonel know the situation, right?
If you can hear me, nod your head. We're going to remove your helmet. Try and maintain your rhythm of breathing. Whatever happens, don't panic. Do you understand?
What is that?
2 cc's of petrochol. It should help, I hope. Is the resuscitator ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Lieutenant. Begin.
Take hold of him. Now.
Hold him down. He could rupture his lungs.
Hold him down. Stop him struggling.
anything?
Nothing, sir. The UFO's disappeared.
Well, keep all ground radar on red alert.
Sir.
Is this the lunar module?
Yes, sir.
I'll feel a lot happier when it's landed.
EER is 21 minutes. Rendezvous 4 minutes, 18 seconds later.
Fine.
This is Space Intruder Detector. Red alert. UFO 428, 146, green. Trajectory 042.7/5.4.
Anything?
Nothing. I picked it up again, Lieutenant. Course 072124. Speed, Sol 0.4.
Check.
Confirm.
Moonbase to Shadow Control.
Come in, Moonbase.
Confirm sighting in area T.6, green. Moving towards area yellow at Sol 4.0.
Your sightings are masked from us by the moon. We'll pick it up in T6 yellow.
Out. Check the estimated re-entry time on the module.
Yes, sir.
This is Shadow Control. Relay your re-entry time and angle.
Re-entry begins in 7 minutes. Angle 27.5 on a 3-second burn.
Thank you, Captain.
It checks.
Thank you. The UFO's altered course 5 degrees. The interceptors won't make contact. It could reach the lunar module before re-entry, sir.
Make to the captain. Emergency re-entry at an angle 3-1. Increase burn 1 second.
It's a tough order, isn't it? Theoretically, the UFO could be on us in 4 minutes. The new angle takes us in less than 3.
An angle of over 30 degrees, that's pretty close to the upper limit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like taking a head-on dive into a bowl of molten lead. It's possible, but you wouldn't do it for kicks. Sighting now in area blue, sir.
Termination?
I don't have an affirmative yet, sir, but it's definitely closing on the module. UFO's increased speed to Sol 0.6. Even with the new angle, it's going to reach the module before re-entry is complete.
Warn them.
It's too late. I have re-entry cessation on radio contact.
Straker! Kill! Yes! Kill Straker!
I don't get it, Lieutenant. It's a lot slower than any other signal we've ever picked up.
Yes, but we can't afford to take any chances. This is a red alert. Repeat, this is a red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Still no increase in speed?
No, steady at 35,000 knots.
Moon-based interceptors. Imperative you obtain visual contact before making any attack.
Roger. Should go visual any second now.
Interceptor leader to moon base.
Have visual contact.
Identify.
A little charred around the nose cone.
But it's all ours.
Paul, good to see you.
How are you, Paul?
Fine.
Well, you gave us all quite a scare.
I gave you quite a scare?
16 hours with no radio contact.
The transmission antennae was destroyed in the re-entry attempt.
Yes, I read the technical report.
Why don't you tell us your version?
Version?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened. From you.
You get my report.
Now, look, Paul, there's nothing official about this.
What'll it be, coffee?
No thanks, you go ahead.
How about something a little stronger?
Now, you know I don't use it, Paul.
Never? Oh, I was forgetting the ice-cold computer mind of Commander Straker can rationalize his troubles away.
Now, look, Paul. We know you've had a pretty rough time, but Commander Straker doesn't have to take that kind of stuff from anyone.
Maybe that's because nobody's dared to dish it out to him before now.
All right. Let's have it.
If you're talking about details of the accident, you're asking the wrong man.
Who should I be asking?
The man who ordered the re-entry angle of 31 degrees.
That, as you very well know, was me. It was a dangerous but not impossible angle.
That depends upon your stage of re-entry. For us, it meant a certain burn-up unless we leveled out.
So you overcompensated and bounced off the atmosphere?
Yes. Just had enough fuel to make it back here.
It was a risk I had to take.
A risk you had to take. Next time you have a risk to take, Commander, let me know and I'll pick up some of that back leave.
Well, over the past year, our rate of success against UFOs has been impressive, but by no means 100%.
Like they used to say in the old days, that'd be like asking for the moon.
Well, that's pretty much what I plan to ask for, Alec. Enough money to set up 4 new, fully automated moon bases over the next 10 years.
Private?
Let's work. Why don't you join us? I think it's the only way to achieve adequate backup capability, even against a massive UFO attack.
Who says they have the capacity to mount a mass attack?
Nobody. Because nobody really knows. But they might have. Next year, 10 years from now, and we have to be ready for it. All right. Let's hear your reactions. Alec?
You're asking a lot, and I think the council will fight you all the way. But I'm all for trying.
Paul?
I don't know.
Just exactly what is that supposed to mean?
Well, let's just leave it like that.
No. Spit it out. Well?
Do you want it straight?
Yes, I want it straight. But not here.
And I'd like to know just what you think you're playing at.
Hold it, Alec. All right, Paul. Let's forget rank. For the moment.
Alex says you're asking a lot. I think that's just one way of avoiding the fact that you're asking to double last year's appropriation.
You're saying you're against?
I'm saying we should rename the whole thing Straker's Alien Defense Organization.
Oh. I get the picture. You think I run this organization for kicks? You think I ask for more money so that I get bigger as Shadow gets bigger?
It's got a name. It's called Empire Building.
Now look, Foster, you've just about gone far enough.
It's all right, Alec. Maybe you should have spoken up earlier, Paul.
Maybe. You said you wanted it straight.
That's right. I have no time for yes men.
I think you should put yourself on the furlough roster. 3 to 4 months complete rest.
You think I'm falling down on the job?
I think it's got to you. I think you're obsessed with Shadow and Ed Straker. I think you're making decisions without any real thought to the consequences.
Like that re-entry angle.
Yes, like that re-entry angle. I like spending millions on moon bases when they're needed on Earth. Like 100 other instances I can name.
All right, all right. Suppose Commander Straker took some leave. You got a replacement in mind? Well?
It's possible.
But why the soft pedal? Why didn't you just slap him back into line?
It isn't that simple, Alec.
Well, if you take my advice, you'll think about it.
The lunar module leaves for Earth in 17 minutes.
Well, I have to go.
I'll sleep on what you said, Alec.
Fine. You do that.
Safe journey.
General quarters. This is an internal security alarm. This is an internal security alarm.
Seal all exits. I want Captain Craig found and brought here. Use stun guns if necessary, but I want him alive.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
You tell me.
Look over there. He's not here. Come on.
Right.
Right. Continue search in area 7.
What's taking so long?
We'll find him, sir. Reception and embarkation areas searched. Sleep sphere checked? Right. Move on to recreation area. Negative.
The explosive store's been broken into. Looks like a high detonation pack is missing.
Hold it, Craig. He's just entered the emergency exit
10, wearing a spacesuit.
Order condition red.
This is control. Internal security, condition red. Repeat, condition red.
He gets near the air and water installations with that explosive pack. Why wasn't exit 10 sealed?
It's an emergency exit, sir. It remains operational even during an alert.
All right. Get some men out there after him.
Yes, sir.
And I want to check on all emergency air supplies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and find out where he got that spacesuit.
Right away, sir.
There's a spacesuit missing from the legisphere, but he won't get far. It was due for recharging. There's practically no air left in the pack.
Scan the surface.
There he is.
We have no choice. Use number 4.
We'll have to use a missile.
No. It's too close to our installation.
Listen to me, Craig. We know what you're trying to do, but it's 200 yards to that air and water installation. You'll never make it.
I'll be close enough.
Lieutenant Craig, we realize you want to destroy Moonbase, but you're destroying yourself. Your air supply won't last.
systems checked and okayed, sir.
Right. Oh, stand down to yellow.
Yes.
The damage report, sir.
Thank you.
This is control. Stand down to internal condition, yellow.
Well, there's nothing here we can't handle.
Thank you, sir.
What now?
Well, I'm going back to bed.
Aren't you interested to find out what happened?
It'll keep. No one's going anywhere, are they, Colonel?
Give me a teleprinter link to Earth. I want to make a report.
Yes, Colonel.
Colonel Freeman? Yeah? I have a communication for you, Colonel. Well? It's a somewhat unusual channel. Well, all right, Lieutenant. What is it? General Henderson wants to see you right away. He contacted you? One of his assistants did. Well, why not Miss Eland? She usually deals with personal calls. I was a little surprised myself. Anyway, I was asked to give the message only to you. You're asked not to communicate it to anyone. Anyone? Does that include Commander Straker? Commander Straker was specifically mentioned, sir. I see.
That's what he said. I appreciate it, Alec. I'm not going to say they shouldn't have told me.
Good. So what's it all about?
Why don't you go along and see Henderson and find out?
Well, you're wondering why I asked you here.
More than that. I'm wondering about the way you asked me here.
You mean my request that you should tell no one about your visit?
I mean the fact that I was asked not to tell Commander Straker.
And did you?
First chance I got.
Read that. You didn't finish it.
I don't have to. I've seen enough. Is that all you wanted to see me about?
Sit down, Colonel, and listen to me. Now, if this had come to me from a shadow operative or even from a senior shadow officer, I'd have pitched it straight into the ash can. But it didn't. It came from Moonbase. From Paul Foster, the man who's backed Straker in every fight he's got into.
If you say so.
I do. Which makes Foster 100% loyal.
Not anymore. Not in my book.
I have to take this seriously, Freeman. That's why you're here. Now, the basic allegation is that Commander Straker has become mentally obsessed with his command and has to be removed. I want your opinion.
It'd make even you blush.
So there's nothing in Foster's allegations?
Nothing.
They're completely false?
Yes.
Even this one? The claim that Commander Straker plans to request double his last year's appropriation? If it's true, it might go a long way towards establishing a case for believing the commander is suffering from serious delusions of grandeur. Well, is it true, Colonel? I told Henderson to ask you himself, but he knew. If someone had told me just a month ago that Foster would do a thing like this,
Forget it, Alec.
What do you mean, forget it?
Listen, Foster didn't transmit that information to General Henderson out of pure malice. There's got to be another reason for it.
Has there?
He's bucking for promotion, and he doesn't care who he has to step on to get it.
Well, there's only one way to find out the answer. Tackle him about it. Thanks, Alec.
Why don't you girls go and grab a cup of coffee? All right, Paul. You sent details of the new appropriation request to General Henderson.
That's right.
At best, that was a serious breach of trust. What are you trying to pull, Foster?
Stop you spending millions on moon bases for a start.
You should know better than anybody that a mass attack is on the cards.
Speculation.
Half this job is speculation. It must be.
Yes, and it's proving pretty expensive.
In the past 4 months, there has been a marked fall-off in UFO sightings.
Which proves that our present equipment is more than adequate.
Maybe. Or maybe it indicates a grouping. A grouping for a much larger operation. It's going to come. I want to be ready.
I think you're wrong.
I don't care what you think. I didn't come in here to discuss the appropriation. I want to talk about your future with this organization.
Are you firing me?
No. Nobody gets fired from SHADO. Your report to General Henderson was an inconvenience. I can ride that out. No. You're free to express your right of criticism of this command. But you are not free to divulge information given to you in confidence.
And if I do? All right. Let's get one thing clear. I stick to my opinion. I'm gonna push for a change of command.
How hard will you push, Paul? As hard as Craig?
You still say he tried to kill you?
Yes.
With an empty hypodermic.
What did you say? I've told no one how he tried to kill me. An air bubble in the blood. Lethal. And very difficult to prove the cause of death. Open it.
No use, Commander. The doorway's sealed. We won't be disturbed.
Must be a short circuit someplace.
Get the emergency power switched on and trace the fault.
Right.
Colonel. Why don't you just think about this?
Think about it. That's exactly what I've done ever since that last re-entry.
We're switching to the emergency power circuit. Our emergency power circuit now in operation.
You're crazy, Foster. You know that, don't you?
Am I?
You must be to think you'll get away with this.
You've run this organization too long. It's as simple as that.
All right, Foster. What do you plan to do?
You came into the control sphere.
You asked the girls to leave and lock the doorway.
You tried to talk me back into line. I refused. You started throwing insults. There was a fight. You lost control and pulled a gun. Your gun, Commander. I got it from your locker. I managed to jump you. There was a struggle.
And the gun went off accidentally.
Got it in one.
If we bypass the damaged circuit, we can link into the emergency supply.
Right.
And I want a couple of men outside immediately.
Yes, Lieutenant.
One question, Colonel. What happened in that module during the 16 hours of radio blackout?
All right, Foster. Give me that gun.
Why did you use it? Makes no difference. That shot punctured the sphere. We're losing air. This is the end, Straker.
Is it?
If you don't pass out, I'll kill you with your own gun.
Guess you try and get it.
Well, I won't have to. You'll pass out before I will. That's it. Fight it. I can wait. You see, it's a question of physique. I'm younger, fitter, stronger.
You're forgetting one thing, Foster. Willpower.
We've bypassed the circuits.
Okay. Stand by.
The door should be open in 1 minute.
Well, do we have trouble? I don't think so. But we have an unidentified radar trace. Yes? Then something's there. I guess so, but... And it could be that UFO. It's practically stationary. The point is, do we have a UFO on our hands or don't we? Well, in my opinion, it's 1,000,000 to 1 against. But of course, we'll maintain a full alert radar track. No. Launch Sky 1. Tell Waterman to investigate. Yes, sir.
This is Shadow Control to Skydiver.
Launch Sky 1, investigate possible UFO, position 012-302, red 3.
Roger, Control. Out. Launch stations.
Launch stations! Check circuits.
HP circuit's okay. Relay's okay.
Okay for launch, Captain.
1 and 2 cleared.
Lift off stations.
Lift off stations.
Check boosters.
Checking boosters.
We still have positive track. Green on 3. Confirm radar fix.
Control to Sky 1. New position, 018294. Range 25 miles.
I have it on internal radar. Should have visual contact in about a minute. I think I can see it. Have visual contact. Panic over. It's a weather balloon.
Sighting confirmed. Course varying 8 to 10 degrees. Get moon base. Right.
Hello, Gay. How long has it been banking and weaving like this?
It started 2 minutes, 20 seconds ago, sir. Before that, course and speed were constant.
What were the readings?
Course 037164. Speed Sol 1.6.
Never had a flight pattern like this before.
Course still varying. Speed now 0.85 and reducing.
Thank you. How long before Commander Straker comes on duty?
What's the panic?
A UFO. Its approach is much slower than usual, and it's varying course constantly.
Yes, but maintaining an overall flight path. Yes, I agree with you, Alec. This zigzagging is unusual.
It's almost as if it were trying to avoid something.
Or find something. Well, we can't take any chances. Sound a red alert for all ground stations.
Shadow control to all stations. We have a red alert. Repeat, condition is red.
Interceptors, immediate launch. Immediate launch. Stand by to set missile control computer.
Right.
Missile timing 1475.
Missile launch. 10 seconds.
Positive. Contact lost.
Moonbase to Shadow Control.
We hit it, Commander.
Well done, Lieutenant. Oh, that one certainly made a new approach. I wonder what it was trying to do.
We'll never know, I'm glad to say.
Cigar?
Thank you.
Moonbase to Shadow Control.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I have another contact, sir.
A second UFO?
No, sir. The same one.
The same one? But you reported a positive detonation.
I know, sir. The scanners showed negative.
But it's back.
Well, what's the position now, Lieutenant?
I'm sorry, sir. It's through Moonbase defenses.
Heading for Earth.
Thank you. Can't understand how those interceptors missed. Seemed to me that UFO was a sitting target.
Maybe that's what we were supposed to think.
And it's a good point, Alec. Force the interceptors to release their missiles, avoid them, then it gets a clear run past the moon-based defenses. Where is it now?
Range 7 million.
Trajectory termination?
Difficult to say. It's changing course more violently than before. Nearest we can get is Western Europe.
Well, it could be damaged. Lieutenant Ellis reported a strike.
Speed increasing. 1.4. 1.8. 2.4.
That does it. We'll never get near it at that speed. Must get a closer ETT. Is the rate of descent constant?
More or less. There's still a slight variation.
Should be possible to work out a broad target area.
We'll try, but our readings are less than adequate, computer data.
Do your best, Lieutenant. Looks like it's going to hit. The question is, what is it up to?
Tell you what I think, Alec. I think that UFO is under manual control. First, the flight variation was used to disrupt our computer programs. But now, I think the alien is fighting to regain control.
Well, that makes sense. If it's damaged.
Yes. The next few minutes are going to be very interesting.
Trajectory termination. Areas 17 to 23.
Too close for comfort. Sound a red alert.
So, course 017422.
Lieutenant?
ETT, area 17, map reference 405, green.
Alert the mobiles.
Mobile 2 to control. Pass your instructions.
This is Red Alert. Proceed to map reference 405 green. Stand by.
Roger, control.
Mobile 2 moving to ETT now, sir.
It's weaving offline again.
Shadow control to Mobile 2.
This is Commander Straker. Get that area sealed off, Foster.
Yes, sir.
I want a detailed survey of the area. If there is a specific target in there, I want to know about it.
Mobile 2 to control. According to our survey map, there's just a derelict farm and a couple of houses within a 5-mile radius of the ETT.
UFO speed decreasing. 12,000 knots. Range 1,000 miles.
Course maintained. No deviation.
So, it's back under control and slowing down enough for a landing.
Speed 7,500 knots, decreasing. Range 600 miles.
The roadblock should be in position now. The whole area is sealed off.
Three minutes to termination. Course maintained, speed reducing.
Come on, friend. We're waiting for you.
It'll be a perfect landing, Alec. We're going to be right there.
1 minute. Course maintained. Speed. Speed increasing.
Check it.
No error, sir. It's coming down faster.
Get me Colonel Foster.
Sir.
Mobile 2, go ahead, Control.
The UFO has increased speed.
To crash velocity. It'll be too late to correct.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
And Colonel Foster, if there's a survivor, I want him.
Right.
Mobile to Control. Have audio on UFO. Cloud cover preventing visual.
Roger, Mobile 2. It'll be over you in 30 seconds.
Roger.
It's decreasing speed. Switching. Yes, course altered 2 degrees.
Colonel Foster, have you got visual contact?
No, sir. Still tracking on audio.
Get there as fast as you can, Colonel.
Yes, sir. Mobile 2 to Control. It's crashed right into a house.
All right, Colonel. Do what you can. I don't understand it, Alec. Under control and out of control. Crash landing velocity, then safe landing velocity. Now it hits a house.
In position, Captain. IGR 140288.
Right. Take her up 8 fathoms.
Prepare surface stations. Blow tanks 1 through 6.
Yes, sir.
Steady at 8 fathoms, sir.
Right. Nothing in sight. Prepare to surface.
Surface stations.
Maintain visual and radar. Watch for surface vessels. Where are we, Lieutenant?
Right here, Captain.
Fine. Well, we've made good time. Hover cruise at 20 knots. Steer a course 126.
Steer 126, speed 20 knots. Tracking aerial set up, sir.
Right. This is Skydiver to control. We have surfaced. In position to check the satellite.
Roger, Skydiver.
What's happening, Captain?
Well, I've got a feeling it's pretty important. Commander Drake is playing this one close to his chest.
There's the signal.
It looks good.
I have a radar sighting, bearing 279.
Right. Looks like a freighter. Take it down.
Yes, sir. Dive, dive, dive.
Skydiver to Shadow Control.
Shadow Control.
We had to crash dive to avoid a surface vessel.
What was it?
A freighter, but I'm sure they didn't see us. Before we dived, we did manage to pick up the satellite. Its orbit looked good.
Thank you, Skydiver. I'll tell Commander Straker.
How far is it now? Around 8 miles. Do you think it'll work?
Well, I think so. But then I always was an eternal optimist.
Four minutes, Doctor.
Right. Check area latitude.
10 seconds to transmission check, sir.
There it is. Smack on the nose.
The first transmissions are coming through, sir. Signal strength 012147.
What's the distortion?
Minimal. Decimal 072.
Fine. Keep tracking.
I think Dr. Young was a little put out at not being able to see the results.
Yes. Security's a word I don't like to throw at a man who goes out of his way to cooperate.
Maybe we could send him a couple of prints.
Let's wait and see if there's anything on the tape to print.
All set up, Ford?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Look at that detail. That's taken from nearly 500 miles out.
fantastic quality.
It's fantastic. A real breakthrough. See this one here? Range 490 miles, magnification times 250. It's like a helicopter shot.
Well, I'm convinced. We'll throw everything we've got into getting this project approved. How's it going, Kelly?
Pretty well, Commander. In fact, the test run was so successful, there are very few modifications needed.
It's quite a setup. When can I tell the commission we'll be ready to go?
3-4 weeks. We just have to check out the link systems.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Oh, Commander.
Could I have a word with you? Do you mind, John?
No, not at all.
Well, what's on your mind?
Tomorrow you're going to ask the Aerospace Commission for $1 billion.
Yes, for one of the most important projects SHADO has ever undertaken.
Sure. It's the first item on the agenda. There are 53 others. Mine's number 52. It comes right after how much do we spend on new coffee machines. Look, all I'm asking for is $50,000, and the chances are I won't get it.
I don't see how I can help you, Kelly.
I think my project's important, sir. You could help me.
Now, wait a minute. You've done a great job on the device. But you're a group.
Group? There are just 2 of us, Commander. But with that $50,000, we could complete the development on the stereo scan.
I'd like to help. But I think you're looking the wrong way, Kelly. Space. That's where you should turn your talent.
Well, I hope you get your $1 billion.
Oh, I'll get it. It's a space project.
Very pretty. But don't pull a bulldozer job in here, Straker.
I won't have to. Nice to see you again.
Gentlemen. The Financial Committee, the Aerospace Commission is in session. Now, you all know Commander Straker. And by the $1 billion cost estimate beside it, you will have realized that the first project on the agenda is his.
Thank you, General. Gentlemen, this drawing shows a standard B-142 space probe. Now, the project will use a modified version of this spacecraft. I'd like you to notice the domed structure here. Now, from this cross-section, you'll see that it incorporates a device which, in layman's terms, can best be described as an electronic telescope. The principle is very simple. It is a telescope which, instead of using light, operates with a stream of electrons. And it's capable of scanning with a magnification of up to times 2,500. Lieutenant Masters.
These shots of the Earth were taken from an orbit between 450 and 500 miles out.
The electron telescope scans an area, radios the information back to Earth, and the impulses are transmitted into these pictures. And as you can see, the definition is as good as any normal photograph. The tracking and homing mechanisms are also very elaborate, but they've been fully tested and will enable the probe to home in on the planet from 2 million miles out.
I'm sorry to disillusion you, Straker, but I can get you great shots of the Earth with a $2 camera from a balloon.
Yes, I should have been more explicit, General. By the planet, I didn't mean Earth. The purpose of the project, gentlemen, is to enable the probe to track and follow a UFO to its origin. To home in and get high-definition close-ups of the alien planet. Now, my project is to launch a standard or a modified B-142 space probe and place it into a parking orbit around the moon.
Shadow don't have those kind of facilities.
No. We would have to use NASA for the launch. Now, the telescope and the electronics are still on the secret list, so they would have to be fitted by moon-based astronauts after the probe had been placed in a parking orbit. Well, find Foster and bring him into my office, will you, Alec?
Well, did they approve it?
We've got ourselves a deal. We even got a time slot from NASA. Oh, launch 712 in 4 weeks' time.
Well, that's great.
Yes, we could be a lot closer to some of the answers.
Well, there she is, ready to go.
Yeah. You know, I've learned a lot in these last weeks. Listen, have you got a pen? I thought I'd just write out the check for 50,000.
Well, that's all right. I can cash in some of the family jewels. Anyway, there's always next year or the year after. Well, she's all yours, Lieutenant. I hope we get you those shots.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
Will Lieutenant Masters report for pre-lunar medical right away?
Long day?
A long month. Well, I think we're set. Oh, listen, I'm thinking of taking Keith Ford with me to Moonbase.
Good idea. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Yes. Well, listen, Alec, you'd better keep all Earth-lunar communication down to a minimum.
Sure. What's the situation on the launch?
The launch? Well, I think we can safely leave that with NASA.
Give me a readout on the master computer.
Electronic readout. A-OK. Countdown continues at T minus 4 hours, 32 minutes, 8 seconds.
Missile power. Go. Water system. Go. Fuel system. Go. Telemetry. Go. T minus 3 minutes.
We have green on all readouts. T minus 60 seconds.
$29, $28, $27.
We have go for ignition at minus 20.
$25, $24, $23, $22, $21. 18, 17.
Main stage ignition.
15, 14, 13. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We have liftoff. T plus 55. T plus 60.
24800.
T plus 65.
18 miles down.
He looks good.
NASA reports the launch is successful, sir.
Right.
Moon-base control to lunar module. Switch to automatic LLS. We'll bring you in by radio beam.
Touchdown minus 20 seconds.
Welcome to Moonbase, Commander.
Thank you.
If you come with me, I'll show you to your quarters.
Oh, you two go along. Paul, let's go to control. I want to check on that space probe report.
Hello, Commander.
Lieutenant, Nina, Joan.
How's the flight?
Very smooth, thank you. How's everything here?
Fine.
Oh, Lieutenant, do you have the space probe report? Oh, good, good.
Apogee 0.124 below requirement, but we can easily correct it. I've worked out a rough schedule for the astronauts. We understand the probe is to be modified in space.
Well, this is great. Well, we'll have to go through it together, of course.
I did say it was a rough schedule, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Because of the radio security clampdown, no one on Moonbase knows the purpose of Project Discovery,
as it has been codenamed. But I do know how hard some of you have worked on it. As you know, a modified B-142 space probe
has been placed into a parking orbit around the moon. Now, the first phase is to fit specialized equipment into the probe.
This equipment has already been shipped to Moonbase from Earth. Phase 2 is to maneuver a UFO into a position where the probe can be activated into a flight pattern
which will enable it to follow the alien back to its origin. When the probe gets within 2 million miles of its target, it will start to transmit.
With luck, we should get the first close-up shots of another world. It will be our first step in bringing the fight back to the alien planet. Thank you. An exciting situation, Lieutenant.
Yes, it is.
Look, you've got to get things set up as fast as possible.
Right. Who's going out on the probe?
Colonel Foster and Lieutenant Masters.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Your flight pattern is go for rendezvous.
Right. Confirm 1.4.
Zero 22417.
Roger, Control. We have visual contact. We're in position. Onboard computer reads go for spacewalk.
We have green on all systems.
Moonbase control to lunar module. Confirm go for spacewalk.
Safety lines checked. Send out the camera on my signal. About to board satellite. Condition green. Stage 1 complete.
Control to space team. Roger.
Great work, Paul. Pass my congratulations on to your team. Now, I've asked you all here to explain the next and most vital phase of the operation. Now, the space probe is in orbit. The equipment has been installed and fully tested. Lieutenant Ellis?
The problem is to force a UFO into an orbit complementary to the space probes. Then we can activate the tracking systems on the B-142 and enable it to latch on to the UFO. This will involve scheduling the interceptors very precisely. We've made a computer study of UFO approaches, and the general pattern is marked, as you can see.
Now, Lieutenant Ellis has compiled an interceptor schedule, but a lot of the decisions will have to be made on the spot.
Does that mean we have to play this one by ear?
Right.
Isn't that dangerous?
It involves a certain risk, Colonel.
A calculated risk, Lieutenant, based on a careful weighing of human factors as much as logic. Well, all we have to do now is wait for a UFO.
Red alert. UFO bearing 142 blue. UFO maintaining course.
This is Control. I have a red alert. I repeat, a red alert. Have UFO on positive track. 142 blue.
Speed, Sol 8.35.
140. 139.
SIT has just confirmed. It's coming in on the predicted flight path.
Good. Well, she's all yours, Lieutenant.
This is Control to interceptors. Immediate launch. Repeat, immediate launch.
Right, let's go.
Your controller will be Lieutenant Ellis. Flight plans will be relayed by Lieutenant Ford.
UFO maintaining course. Speed Sol minus 8.35.
UFO maintaining course and speed. Stand by for onboard computer read in.
00102.
1319-0124. Input N.
Roger, Control. UFO maintaining course. Bearing 142 blue. Range 18 million miles. $17 million miles.
Entering area red, 081.
There it is.
It's changing course.
UFO entering area red, 084, speed, sol 8.37.
We'll have to readjust the schedule.
Right. Compute for new flight plan.
Right, sir.
Control to interceptors. Stand by for new flight plan. 042. 148.
2148. Increase speed to sol
1.127.
Leader to 2 and 3. Alter course to
2148.
Roger, leader.
Interceptors losing contact, sir.
We've got to turn it. If we use a detonation here, the UFO will be forced to swing away onto this sort of a course. Tell the interceptors to explode a missile in area blue. 128.
Control to interceptors. Break formation. We'll relay new flight plans. Control to interceptors.
Missile timing 15.18 seconds.
Thank you, Control. Commencing missile sequence. Firing -5.2 seconds.
It's altered course.
UFO entering area blue 132.
Maintaining speed.
Crossing into blue 133.
It's coming round just right.
It's accelerating, sir. 0.38. 8.39. You have to use a second missile, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right. Compute it.
Yes, sir.
Well?
I think a missile in area blue 27 should do it, Commander.
Order the missile launch.
Yes, sir. Missile timing 104.
018. 826.
Roger.
Detonation confirmed, sir.
UFO veered to new course. 301. Compute B142. Will link up in 4-3 seconds.
Lieutenant,
Oh, Commander Straker.
how do you feel?
Fine, thanks.
How about a cup of coffee?
Yes, I'd like that.
How do you like your coffee?
No sugar.
Well, here's to Project Discovery.
Cheers.
You know, I want to thank you, Gay, for all the hard work you put into this project. And the long hours. You know, I think you push yourself a little bit too hard. You're doing a fine job, Gay. A man's job, but you don't have to do it any better because you're a woman. And don't ever forget, you're a very attractive girl.
Thanks for the coffee. And thank you.
Lieutenant?
Colonel Foster,
Sir.
when do we leave?
1800 hours tomorrow, sir.
Good. Let me give you a piece of advice, Paul. Don't ever judge a situation by the end of a conversation.
Lunar module takeoff, minus 18 minutes.
I just come in to say thank you, girls.
When will the first pictures be through, sir?
Well, the experts tell me 4 months, so let's hope that they're worth waiting for. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Next time you're on Earth furlough, drop in and see me.
Yes, I will.
They're coming through now, sir.
Right. Feed it through the decoder straight into printout.
Right, sir.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Tell the lab I want the preliminary report in 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
We've got the answers, Alec. We've got the answers.
Commander?
I did say 24 hours, Kelly.
Yes, sir, but we haven't had time to type up a report.
Then give it to me verbally.
There was a fault in the device.
A fault?
Yes, sir. The range and magnification on each shot wasn't transmitted.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
That means, except for superfluous detail, these shots tell us very little.
Look, what are you trying to sell me, Kelly? Well, look at that. Look at that detail. Well, it must tell you something.
Yes, but was it taken from 500 or 100 miles? With a magnification of 1 or 1,000?
Oh, come on. Look, if I take a picture of a girl from 3 feet or 100 yards, I can still see it's a girl.
I want to show you something, Commander. Now, whatever the range, that's a shot of the alien planet. A close-up of the surface.
Yes. And I'm no expert, but that must be some form of vegetation.
Some form of vegetation, you think? You could be right. Well, why don't we take another look? Now, let's pull back. You'll notice the curvature of the horizon.
Well, surely from that we can work out an approximation of the overall size.
Let's pull back a little more.
What is this, Kelly? Some sort of joke?
You said earlier, Commander, you could recognize a girl from 3 feet or 100 yards. What about when the shot is from 30 inches, with a magnification varying from 0 to 10,000?
Hello, Commander.
Lieutenant?
Thank you. You can relax now.
Hold it there a moment, will you, Lieutenant? Magnification 0 times 10, 100, 1,000.
Not the most flattering of pin-ups, nor the best way to spend a furlough.
Thanks for all your help, Gay.
Pleasure. Goodbye, Commander.
Lieutenant? Yes. I'm beginning to see the problem.
I'd like you to have a look at that monitor. What would you say this is, Commander?
Well, before your demonstration, I would have said a lava formation of some kind.
Actually, it's a section of fractured polystyrene.
It's incredible.
Here's another.
From the structure in the center, it could be a building.
In fact, Commander, it's a grain of pollen. Another shot which could well be taken for a strange rock formation.
Yes, I have to agree.
Puffed wheat, sir. Without knowing details of range and magnification, the lava flow becomes a piece of shattered polystyrene, magnification times 2155. A pollen grain becomes a futuristic building, and a grain of puffed wheat, a rock formation.
Tell me, how are these shots produced?
Well, microphotography is well established, but the secret is three-dimensional effect, the depth of focus. It's been known for 25 years, but it needs development.
So, while we've all been looking into outer space, men like you have been sitting on this. Inner space, your pet project.
Yes. It's a vast area, almost completely unexplored. But I believe it'll give us the answers to some of the basic questions about the universe, and even life itself.
Well, maybe we've all been looking the wrong way. You know, when you really think about it, everything in this office, every object, even a speck of dust contains billions of particles. And each particle is made up of millions of atoms. A whole universe within these four walls. I walk along a beach, stand with millions of grains of sand beneath my feet. Is everything we know, this office, our world, the vastness of space itself, inside one grain of sand on another beach, on another world, in another universe? Space is infinite, both ways, outward and inward.
You can tell Kelly he'll get his appropriation. Maybe more than he expects. I get the picture.
A greatly magnified picture, General.